it's Justine. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to talk about how I got my hair to be a lavender sort of silver color. So I'm going to take you through the process. Unfortunately, I did not film myself actually applying the dye, but I'm going to talk about it and hopefully it'll make sense for you guys. So of course the first thing I did before I even started applying any color or anything was to bleach my hair. So it is an ombre, as you can see. I didn't really touch the top of my hair much. So my hair had already been previously lightened if you look at my other videos, but I had to bring it up a couple more levels before I could go on with this color. So for the process that I use to bleach my hair, I do have an ombre tutorial, so I just did that same thing again, and I brought my hair to a pale yellow, I'd say. So there were some areas that were white, which would be optimal for this color, but I didn't want to damage my hair very much. I didn't want to process it another time, so I just left it as a yellow, and then I hoped that the toner would do its magic and let me achieve this color. And I think it did work out, not bad. So I'm just going to show a little clip of what my hair looked like before I applied the color, so you can see that it's quite a bright yellow. It's a vibrant yellow. It's not as pale as it really should be. So if you can get to a paler, whiter blonde, then that would be optimal for this shade. But if not, you can see the results that I had with a brighter sort of yellow. When I toned it, I actually just used the same dyes that I'm going to be using for the actual lavender color itself, instead of using a toner. I don't know exactly why I did that, but I just did. And it seemed to work, so it's all good. So I'm going to show you a picture of what it looked like after I toned it. And to tone it, I just used my normal conditioner, and I used this titanium shade in Ion Color Brilliance Brights, and you can get these at Sally Beauty Supply. This is just from any drugstore. So I used the titanium, and I also used the lavender. As my hair was really yellow, it would have been better if I used more of a purple with warmer undertones. So a true purple, I would say. This lavender is quite bluish, like it's on the bluish end, and blue tones orange if you look at the color spectrum, and purple will tone yellow because we're going to be using the opposite shades on the color wheel. So because my hair was bright yellow, and because the lavender was a bit bluish, it did turn slightly green. Turned a little bit green, but that was just in the toning stage, so I let it slide. It was not disastrous or anything, and I knew that once I applied more of the color with the fuchsia added, mixed with the lavender and the titanium for the final end color, I knew that it would turn out correctly, or at least I hoped, and I think it did. After toning, after leaving that in for about 50 minutes, we were ready to apply the actual shade. So again, the products that I used were in the Ion Color Brilliance series. So lavender, of course, titanium, and fuchsia. So it's really up to you how silver, how blue you want it, and how much pink you want in it, even if you want pink at all. So the lavender is quite blue. The fuchsia is, I'd say, a truer purple. It's like a warmer purple. So mixing these two together is a really nice way to achieve this lavender color. Otherwise, I find that just lavender by itself was a bit too blue for my liking. And then adding some titanium, you get the silver dimension to the hair as well. So just play around with the mixture. Make sure that you buy enough to cover your whole head, because these tubes, I found that they ran out quite quickly, even though my hair is not very long. So if you have long hair, I'd suggest picking up maybe 2 or 3 boxes of each shade that you want to include in your hair. I also mixed a little bit of conditioner with it. I just used my Triple Moisture, as I also used for the toning part. because the product itself is quite viscous and thick, adding a bit of conditioner helps to break it down a little bit and make it easier for you to apply to your hair instead of like a thick goop just going on your hair strands. So when I was applying the dye, of course, I made sure to section off my hair into as many little segments as I could so that the dye could completely saturate all areas. Make sure that you don't just apply it to the top part of the hair. This is a mistake that I've made in the past. So it looks like the hair is completely saturated, but I made sure that I did a little flipperoo of the hair and then painted on the underside as well. So this way, you can ensure that all of your hair is going to get the dye and you're not going to be left with some weird blonde untouched patches in your hair. And when I did that, actually I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, I think you can. But I applied more of the fuchsia to the undersides and the like rootier areas. So it kind of created some sort of dimension as well, as it progresses from more of a warmer purple to a bluer purple in the bottom. So it's like ombre on ombre on ombre. And when applying the silver, I think I did a bit more of the silver at the back. So the under layer has more of the silver, grayer hues. The front has more of the lavender highlights, and it progresses into a warmer purple up at the top. So that's just how I wanted to kind of distribute the hair color. So it is all blended together, as you can see. So there is some of the titanium mixed with the lavender, and you can see that it does progress to a warmer purple up at the top as well. Now I'm just going to run my hands through my hair and show you guys how it turned out. More of the silver underneath. More of the fuchsia up on the top. So I hope my description of what I did to achieve this hair color made some sort of sense. If you guys have any questions, please let me know in the description box below and I will do my best to answer them for you in a comprehensive written form where I can compose my thoughts nicely instead of babbling onto a camera. So if you guys try it at home, I do hope it works out for you, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!